everybody. It's Friday, July the 25th. It's time to get your mind right. Good morning, Fred Blank.
Good morning, average dude.
You ready for this Friday?
Been ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm not going to do that. You know what I want to do before we do anything else? To get my mind going, I need you to do that. You saw what almost happened, and then I caught myself.
Yes, sir.
You know what that was? That was a little delay to segue into whatever we were going to talk about. That was a little delay. That yes sir, that was a delay. Hey, would you get on with this so we can have a little fun this morning?
Wants me to say, let's go!
Let's do it. Nothing like a little coffee in the morning. Get your mind right. Look at all these beautiful people in the comments. I love it. Good morning, Antarctic Mike. Greetings from Delta Flight 492 to San Diego. You ever been to San Diego, Fred? I've been there once back when I was a little small kid. I'd love to be back there again. I remember it was cool because you'd always heard of San Diego. I remember it was a nice day. We went to the beach, but it was quite some time ago. But let's see, Vicky Watt. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Found us this morning, Susmita, live at 7:55 with the crew. And then Russ getting more and more exclamation mark. Fred, what you think of the exclamation mark?
I love exclamation marks. Yo, 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 Matthew.
Yo, 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 homies. You know what I think? I think Russ is going to sell a lot of shoes because he put the exclamation marks. What up, Pop? You watch Antarctic Mike. Okay, hey, you watch the comments, and I want to talk to you about something, Fred.
Bring it.
I wanted to say, have you ever gotten out of your game? What does it mean to get out to run the floor? One team wants to slow it down. Talk about playing your game.
Well, you want to dictate the pace. If we're using sports, you want the other team to have to adjust to what you're doing. You don't want to be the one having to adjust and play catch up.
No, and oftentimes I was thinking of mindset. We go into the day, we know the game that we want to play. We know when we're playing our best. We've got a certain pep in our step, whatever it is for us. Maybe we're slowing down, maybe we're speeding up, but whatever it is that we've got our mind on and our focus on and our attention on, we feel it. It's how we make a good phone call, it goes well, we're playing our game, but then something happens in the external world that is essentially going to get us out of our game.
In the external world versus what?
The internal world. Right? So things
do you let it drift into the internal world? Is that what could happen?
And so let me share where this came from yesterday. Things were going really well. I was having a good day. I had one phone call that didn't go like I wanted it to, and then one other thing. So now the external world's starting to get me out of my game. I noticed, and then I called someone, and we talk about not complaining, and I made a big mistake. I gave that.
How'd it make you feel?
Like I was losing. Like
you recognized it quick.
Like I wasn't playing my game, and I didn't panic, but I know the difference. I mean, do you want to make calls when you feel that? Or do you want to make? I mean, it's hard. It's hard to readjust. How do you?
Yeah, it depends on how you're affected by that one small slip up. I really try not to let it bother me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I am really good at continuing to play my
You
game.
are good at that, right? You go back into your kind of little caves and
Here's a
and
stiff
work.
arm. Get out of the way. I have something else to do that does not involve you.
I like that approach, and everybody's going to have a different approach. Everybody's going to have a different game. Everybody's going to feel that. But I think the point I wanted to make this morning is if we're aware of the game that we want to play, and we're aware of when we're not playing that game, that is one of the biggest pieces of the pain scale. You go to the doctor, he says, "How bad does it hurt?" Everybody has this. And with mindset and with things that happen in the external world, I started feeling sorry for myself. I started wanting things to be different. Oh, woe is me. Oh, the world is against me. Nothing's going right. And then I picked up this book that the body gave to me. Humans of New York, stories of random human beings doing various things. And all he does, he takes a picture and gives a little snippet of that conversation. I just randomly open it up. So it's not a whole lot of reading, but it takes you into the mind and perspective of these other folks. And so the pain scale compared to what?
Yeah.
You stump your toe, it hurts bad in the moment. Later on. Yeah. So this helps me going through something. And when we see that, whatever we're going through that was bothering us, and that's nothing. That helps me to get back on my game. So,
DT.
All right, there's
Morning,
DT
Ken.
in the house. Good morning, David Turner. We've been talking about the energy bus, all the rules of the energy bus. John Gordon, Fred, what have you thought about this review of the energy bus?
Well, it's just a nice reminder, right? How we should approach our day, how we should approach certain situations. Who do you want on your team? Who do you need to exclude from your circle?
Absolutely.
All this stuff is real, and it can be basic and it can be monotonous, but it is valuable
every single day. The most important thing that we can do is set the direction and intention, the compass of what we want to do. We all want to have a great day. I was reading John Gordon's kind of why he wrote the book, when he wrote the book. A lot of things weren't going well. I mean, we hear that story often, right? And he needed this book, so he wrote the story that he needed. And I thought that was really, really strong. Hey, it's 007 and 008. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I do. It's funny that you mentioned what the rule is. Rule number 8. We're on rule number 8, and here it is. Love your passengers. Fred, when you have somebody call you to do business, to look at a bobcat, some you've done business with before, are there some folks that you get a little more excited to see that name pop up?
Yeah. Well, eventually you have your group of people, right? And some you're going to add, some are going to leave. That's just business. But at the end of the day, you have a core group of people who think like you. They want to do business with you. And those are the people that you devote most of your time to. Those are the people you love on.
I couldn't agree more. And we allow this to happen almost organically, naturally, right? Our vibe does almost naturally. And so we know the people that we want to work with. We know the folks that maybe we don't want to work with. One of the things that I've noticed, have you ever known a company that would stiff arm business? You know how everybody says, "Oh, we don't work with everybody," but then somebody offers them money, and then they're like, "Okay, we'll figure it out," right? When a company is going to stiff arm business, hey, them to have trouble finding the right fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happens.
It may still happen.
Yeah.
It may still happen, but when we can stiff arm business, when we are aware enough, and I say this because of being in a networking group, right? It's like that may be true, and maybe we want to talk to anybody that's interested. But I tell you, a lot of times it's good to be able to turn away those that we don't want to work with. And once that starts happening, we really start evaluating and asking ourselves, who is our passengers? Who are the people that we want to work with? Joe knows all about it. The right tribe as the right vibes. And what do you think the right vibe is?
Well, you got to have a similar energy, similar vision of how you want the relationship to be. It can't be one-sided. Right, because if you're always on the losing end of a business relationship, then it's not worth it.
It's not working, and so we have to be honest. Sometimes we want relationships to work out real bad, don't we? There's so many things about the things. It feels like, man, this is going to be a great thing for all parties. Said earlier, things change, don't they, Fred? I mean, the things that we thought would work, the people that we thought were on our bus, things change. And so we have to always keep that top of mind. Let's see what Vicki Watts, she says something here, and I wasn't able to get to it. She says, yes, focus on your why. When you want to quit, remember why you started in the first place. That works for me. Make a call. All you got to do is have a good combo to get you in a better perspective.
Paul Pappy will like this.
Yeah.
It's like a golf shot. You shank one and you get in your head a little bit, but all it takes is one good shot and you're right back at it.
I agree. And thank you for that, Vicki. This is why it's important to have the right people, to know those people that you want, those people that have a little extra pep. Those people that are going to help you get right back on track. So that's important. I think we've got a little time to do maybe a little bit of a review. What do you think, Fred Blanton? Or you want to talk more about, you got something else to say about loving your passengers? Well,
how do you love your passengers?
How do you love your passengers? I think you tell me what you think, and then I'll tell you what I think.
Well, I just asked you.
I think that you recognize them. You recognize their strengths, their talents, their abilities. You know, one of the things that we've talked about at all of our gatherings, I think it's great to have a big name speaker that's up and he's done big things and he's doing great things. And sometimes that's motivating. But what's really motivating is all the human beings in the world doing great things. You're right. All the humans in the world that are doing great things. And I hear that we've got a little backfeed and that's disappointing. But what's inspiring to me is there's a lot of humans that are doing great things. And when we can focus on them, give them attention, then that's showing love. In today's world, attention to someone else, listening well, paying attention to what they're doing and validating that's love.
Yeah. Well, something as simple as just in the morning texting a few customers, hey, I appreciate your business. It means a lot to me. Goes a long way.
Hey.
Especially when they know that you mean it.
When you mean it. Hey, if we all did this, if we thought of one customer or one person that means a lot to us, and everybody that's on the bus this morning sent out a text and said, hey, you know what? I appreciate what you've been doing for me. I appreciate what you've done. I think we'd all have a better day. I know I'm going to think of somebody and send a gratitude text. It might be your mama. It might be your daddy. It might be a coworker. But anytime we start setting that intention, good things happen in the day. Fred, final thought on the Friday, please.
Here is the final thought. Over the weekend, yes, you got some homework. Go ahead and think of 5 people for each day of next week to send that text to.
I love it. Open the day with that. Let's roll. See you next week. Get your mind right.